Say what it is, man. It's your boy Ray Vicks, CMR, Black Balloon. You feel me? I'm rocking with your boy Video Wayne.
Already. Yeah, long overdue.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, dog. I don't really do too many interviews, you feel me? But I'm finna go ahead and get my feet wet, man.
Black Balloon, CMR. Never will I switch. He's pulling ass kissing. That'll never get you rich.
CMR, what's that?
No, this CMR.
CMR, okay.
Yeah, we was sitting around. So boom, the CMR shit come from. I was really like creating this, like trying to bring that Cash Money sound back because a lot of was still in the soft swag style and shit. So it's just like this the type of music we grew up on. Female was with Cash Money, like they was out there doing their thing, like going back and forth with our artists and and BTY and them and all that. So boom, I created this shit like CMR, Cash Money reincarnated. So that's what this stand stood for. So one day I'm telling Rambo, rest in peace, Cutter. Rambo was out there with Birdman. So Rambo say, man, he told Stunner about the CMR shit, and Stunner was like, damn, he felt some type of way like we saying Cash Money dead. So he felt, so out of respect for him, I'm like, one day I'm on Instagram and one of my fans, somebody come under that bitch was like, cars, money, and Rolexes. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's like the stigma of where we come from, the culture. Everybody want cars, money, and a Rolex. That's the hood trophy. You made it, you feel me? So it like...
So you guys switched and changed it to...
Cars, money,
okay, so let's
Rolex.
go back real quick. So you got that Birdman did feel some kind of way? Like?
He didn't feel no type of way, but like when Cutter told me, when he said that to him, like Cash Money reincarnated, he was like, man, damn, that's like saying we dead. So I feel like I ain't want to feel like I'm disrespecting them, but I was paying homage like we the new Cash Money, cause I feel like Cash Money, it ain't dead.
And I can see, and I can easily see.
But it evolved into, what I was saying was Cash Money evolved into Young Money. What it was Young Money, Rich Game. So it evolved to. So when I say Cash Money reincarnated, I'm bringing it back to the roots, like Louisiana, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, nigga. That shit cool, but this you remember this?
The original shit.
When you hear these beats, I'm reincarnating these beats. I'm reincarnating that lifestyle that y'all was living. You know, cause y'all leveled up. You feel me?
You ever spoke to Birdman?
No, I know. I ran into him one time on the bus with BTY, and like after that shit with BTY happened, I never got a check, cause I was in jail for the whole thing, so I never met them.
But the streets of Baton Rouge had to explain Ray Vicks. How would they explain?
Oh man, he one of the ones. Like he one of the ones. Young, fly, flashing, real suave nigga. You feel me?
Who was Vicks at that age, 19 years old? What was your life like at that?
I used to be back and forth from my mama and my daddy. This little young running wild, just in the hood. Like my mama, she used to move around. She'd have lived all over BR, so I'm running around them ghettos. You know what I'm saying? Like making a name for myself. But I'm gonna say, man, I jumped off the porch like 15. You know what I'm saying? Hustling and trapping and shit. Like on the block when we on the block, all us on the block, we really on that hustling.
What excites that? You seen them with it? Like,
yeah, just like I grew up in that environment, so it was easy to become a man on the corner than become a man in the work field. Because what I seen growing up was grinding, 17, 18, 19, got money, nice cars, got clothes, and them ain't getting up going nobody job, ain't getting up going to work every day. I didn't grow up in that working environment. And so when I walk outside, I see the same every day. You feel me? Doing the same shit. So it was easier to get, but my daddy, he always was a working man, you feel me? But that ain't the majority of what I seen. So, I had a few jobs throughout my life, you feel me? But once I realized, like, man, look, I started like investing in the streets more. So being on the block or whatever, and I started hustling and meet more motherfuckers in the streets, that really like gave me an opportunity to say fuck the job shit, because it was interfering. It was like one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So it like, the more my responsibilities grew as a young man, the more like I felt like I had to go get that money.
The main goal was to hustle till your money long. Then you go and get your mama out that public home. In Brookstown serving chickens out the bins.
At the same time you were seeing the success, you had to see some of your partners going to jail. Some of them getting knocked off and shit.
Yeah, but like we all came in this shit with flawless first. You come in this shit flawless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like I seen my dying and going to jail, then I jumped in this shit. We all came in this shit together. You feel me? And like, when I first started hustling, it used to be me, my dog Bell, you know what I'm saying? We used to be in the bottom on his people in the block right there, you know, by Taylor Street and shit, like dead end shit by the Phoenix. We used to be hustling with, like, we all was still in school and shit, but we still were hustling 16, 17, you feel me? I had a car and everything.
The work touch, so I'm selling it cheap. Diamond dancing on the petty for lead. Over, yeah, we never gonna beef.
I'm talking about the streets and things that come with it, right? That's what kind of went through my mind.
Right.
So, you ever been robbed?
Yeah.
Can you walk us through it? Is there anything you talk about?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I remember like first time ever went with the move on me. And it was my fault. I'm gonna keep it real, it was my fault, cause OG told me, named Moon, OG Moon, rest in peace Moon. You know what I'm saying? He was a real low key, and like he tell me like, man, look, if a keep calling you feel me? Don't move on another time. If a keep calling you, man, you must be up to something. If a can't wait on you, man, dude telling me that. And like, so one day, steady calling, and I was supposed to bring somebody with me because I had a funny feeling, but I overlooked it because there was somebody that I used to with. Like we used to be, you know, we done business before, so I go pull up, you know, I still go do the shit, boom, I go catch the who I'm waiting on, who I'm familiar with getting the call with me, and another walk up and draw down on me, you feel me? I had a, you feel me, but if I'd arrest for that, probably would have killed me. So,
he was in your window?
Yeah, he was right there, like, put that bitch on me, like, you know, boom, they take off, woo, they take off, whatever. So, so all.
What's going through your mind at that point?
I'm sitting in the car, so in my mind, I'm like, man, boom, told me, like, I'm like, man, I'm gonna kill you, but, so I go back, so boom, I go regroup, and I'm like, man, look.
No, I'm trying to slow it down. What I'm saying is, right, at the point.
When they got the gun on me?
Yeah, in my mind, it's like a movie, right? You saying this shit because
the shit happened so fast, I can't really say exactly how I was feeling because that shit was so long. I was a young, but I just remember drawing down on me, I'm getting shit, they run off, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I really can't remember exactly how I felt, but I wasn't scared. I honestly say I wasn't scared. You feel me? Cause it's like, when you live a certain way, certain shit, you still know this can happen. You feel me? Anything can happen. You feel me?
Where I was going to, at no point in that moment you felt like do that shit, you might squeeze.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I ain't think of that. I ain't think of it like that, but I knew if I reached for my gun, well, they knew I had the gun. They knew I had a gun cause it was visible. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't visible. I ain't bring a gun because I thought a would rob me. I used to have that bitch with me. I ain't, cause I always told me if you gotta go bring a strap to serve, you shouldn't be serving. So that's the, you know what I'm saying? So it really just getting too comfortable and going and not paying attention to yo, you know, to the shit that told you. Now you gotta use that shit. Man, tell you something, they ain't telling you just to tell you because they done went through it. So it was like, man, shit, that was my fault. You know, that was my fault.
That's how you accepted it.
That's how I accepted, like, it was my fault. And then, like, all right, so what I want to get to is, like, saying, like, man, you should do this. And then you got saying, you should do that, woo the woo. But I ain't gonna lie, me having a strong mind, I'm like, look, if a rob me, and I'm pretty sure if certain people who I ain't tell no, meaning if he gets smoked, 9 times out of 10, they gonna put the pressure on me. And now I can't get no more money because now I gotta worry about if the people on me or woo the woo. So I'm like, that wouldn't, I think that shit was a couple zips, probably like a 4 or 2 or deuce or some shit like that. That's some shit I could get back out the bowl. I don't give a about that, but it is, I do understand, like, you can't let just play with you like that. You feel me? So I understand, but certain instances, certain situations, you ain't no on God's earth ever got get back on everything that ever did something to them. You will be a lying motherfucker, you say you did. So certain shit, you got to let time run its course, and certain shit you have to deal with. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But like that situation, I can honestly say I was cool with, you know, like I had, you know, nigga against, I had learned from that. Papa taught me how to be a long-term thinker, because if you make a short-term decision, you go kill him over a couple zaps. Cause I feel like if you rob a like me, cause a like me, man, I look out, I show love. So if you rob or steal from a like me, I feel like it ain't nothing else you wouldn't do. You a rat on, you a tail, you a set up. So if you a like that, I just don't want you around me. So if it take a couple zips for me to realize, just don't, I'd rather not put that iron on you and not have to, and I want you to live with the thought of that you gonna do me something you might tell on me. You feel me? So I just let time run its course, you feel me?
I know you said you've been in jail before, so what's the experience for, what is it like for Vicks in jail?
I mean, it ain't like, jail is really based off of your status, you know what I'm saying? So if you with a name, you gonna have like, just like in the streets, man, that like you and that don't like you, you know what I'm saying? So I went through like some of the same shit that everybody else went through, like fighting, you know.
Do your celebrity ever get in the middle of things?
Oh, that shit play a part. Like I say, when you in jail, whether you got a name, like if you a rapper or a trapper or whatever you got a name in, it still matter. It ain't no different. Like if Nussie go to jail, he a jack boy, you know, he still gonna have just as much status as a rapper, cause it's about respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it don't make you no different. It might be the COs and shit, might be a little more different, like, you know what I'm saying? On some fanned out shit, depending on how you carry yourself.
But where you from originally?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man, the south side to be exact, you know what I'm saying? Like, same place Boosie from, you know, Gates, you know, CeeLo, you know, it got a lot of history in my hood, like a lot of historical artists come from my hood, you feel me?
The situation between you and Maine. Music. Was it taking Maine or was it just?
No, it was just Maine. One thing about Maine, he got that it factor too. You feel me? I've been knowing Maine since he was young. When he used to roam, a lot of them used to hang with my little brothers. Like all other every young scene, like you go to Black Balloon, you gonna get a car, you gonna get a chain, you gonna get a watch, you gonna be fresh, you gonna put some money in your pocket to make sure you ain't gotta be out here in the streets. Just that's how it was. So all the little young looked up to. Every little young wanted to be a part of that shit. So Maine, you wanted to get on. Boom. I'm in jail. We all was in jail together at one point. I'm talking about all of us. Me, him, TC, Blue Black, all of us in the same dorms and shit.
Them bitches had me to the right, so I ain't go to trial. 12 stacks on my books, I ain't go to trial.
After that first joke, I ended up going back to jail again. So boom, I'm talking to Feet. I'm like, man, look, man, I need you for the with TC and Maine. That bitch TC, he like V, like boy, that remind me of you so much, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he one of them young too that got a mature mind too. He a smart ass dude, bro. Dude really smart as a bitch, you feel me? Yeah, like I always tell that, like, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you too laid back.
I need to know if he won't smoke for real. Like, is he ready to go and get a soul, go up that road and then go?
So boom, so Maine, he the total opposite. That motherfucker loud, you know what I'm saying? He just like my cousin Star. Them loud as a bitch, them love the attention. They thrive for that shit. Like they love to invite that, you know what I'm saying? So when I get out of jail, man called me one day. He like, man, come get me, bro. I sign a Black Balloon. Who do I sign? I'm like, like, it ain't much about that, you feel me? Like it ain't, you know, like you ain't gotta be willing to try to like sell your soul to me for me to with you. It was a situation where Maine kind of like made me feel like you saying like, you know what I'm saying?
Glock 45 with the itch, roller wrapped around the wrist. I hustle and got this from Feet. This got nothing to do with Vicks.
For you to put certain shit in a song, like all the shit that you talking about, you hustle and got this from such and such, but don't try to shit on me and try to make it like that man and do this shit got all me. It ain't never all you, because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be no you in this position.
Roll it wrapped around your wrist, that's on the string of my name. Off the fame, speak facts when you mention my name.
And he put the song out, he was with BBG?
No, he was contracted under us.
Who is you playing with? I got a big house. Who is you staying with?
If you a fan of their music and you followed their career when they got the Spider Gang chains and them purple face rollers and shit, that's when they shit went through the roof, cause I seen y'all go from posting buku guns and y'all videos in the hood to elevating to this. So now like, damn, I'm gonna succeed. We happy for them. Did that before the contract.
You said you guys got them to change.
Yeah, that come from us. We could have got y'all Black Balloon or CMR chains to rep our brand, so when you stop repping the brand, get it back. But investing in y'all brand to help y'all shit go big. All we want you to do is, return a favor. Like, these my people. Like, put us in the door. We trying to get in the door as a label.
Told home and turn them up, put that ice around his neck. Spider Gang, don't that chain look nice around your neck.
Let's say me and you, we rocking, right? I introduce you to my people. My people put you in position. And in the street saying, oh man, Vicks, if he turned that boy up, that got a daddy, your daddy boy, did this. That's a hater. That's somebody that wish they was in your position, so they want you to, so you don't let that type of shit make you look at your different.
Yeah, I went goal on goal. Say they playing with you like that? Say they playing with you like that? Go goal on goal.
How was it a diss though? Was it a diss?
It ain't a diss. It's just like, why would you even speak on that? Like.
Oh, saying he did it himself.
Basically, like this all me. This ain't all you. And I don't give a f if it's all you. But you know that ain't how that went. You feel me? If you gonna say what it ain't did for you, then tell the people what it did do for you. If a rapper go sign with them foul folks and them foul folks give you $150,000 and you go buy jewelry, cars, clothes and be flexing, they ain't your daddy. They don't look at it like that with them. So why you look at it like that when the street do the same thing for out the street, out the hood, who they see rapping?
Money my motivation, chasing it with my eyes open. 2 guns loaded, I'm focused, mind big as an ocean.
So you guys talk since then?
Yeah.
What was the conversation like?
It was like, I wasn't tripping, it wasn't even no beef. It just was like, you said, I responded. You did a couple responses like you jumped on the internet. I ain't no internet. A lot of people like, man, bitch, you crazy, you supposed to capitalize. I ain't trying to capitalize off you. I'm trying to capitalize off you in the right way by signing you to our label and helping you go get big and bigger.
You and Maine's relationship today?
So we don't got no problem. We don't talk or nothing. He in the feds, but we don't talk or nothing. But shit, it ain't no problem. I don't think not on my end, cause that shit wasn't even nothing. I'd have been through way more real shit than that. That ain't nothing. Like when Maine brother got killed, I gave him $1,000 on his brother's funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met him in the 8 and pulled up on him at the studio and gave him a band on his brother's funeral, you feel me? Cause his brother got killed.
Oh, man?
Yeah, Maine brother, after that. And I talked to him in jail, I was like, you need anything? He like, nah, I'm good. Woo, but I talked to him, yeah.
What's the word on him as far as his time?
I mean, he served at times, he should be short though, I don't think he got that long, you know what I'm saying?
And hey man, what's it look like for him when he come home?
I think he gonna go up. The guy, see what he got is that confidence that a lot of rappers don't have unless they have. Like he could be flat broke, dude he got confidence. That's just confidence. You feel me? He that's talented, know he talented, and he exercise his gift.
Is it possible BBG would sign when he come home?
I'm pretty sure he gonna have he gonna have way more lucrative situations for him. He probably might possibly already had. He was already signed to had shit going on before he went into some shit. So he don't have to sign with us. You feel me? We not looking to sign nobody anyway.
See, I'm from Sherwood and I rep that, I stand on that. I'm from there, Bel Air High. We ate free lunch at the school. Mama couldn't provide every time.
Sherwood, is that South Baton Rouge?
Sherwood is its own neighborhood, own area. Like there's on the other side. Like off of Florida Street, like
Highly respected.
I mean, it go down. I ain't gonna lie. Lately, shit, that's where most of the murders been occurring. Like in them areas, like
in this day today.
In today, yeah. It used to be like one of the spots you would want to move into, you know. And then that shit just got out of hand.
It was a situation between Maine Musik and Sherwood Martin.
Yeah.
I mean, you can next question that shit if you want. But
yeah, I don't really know. At the end of the day, all of it was cool. So whatever they had going on, obviously, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing that you feel like it's gonna keep going on. Like I think they outgrew that shit. I got distribution deals. We went platinum in the draw. Ran through a couple M's.
Tell a driver what a parking. Break off and get my sins. We put diamonds in them crosses.
When you was young, who was popping in the city? Was it CeeLo and them guys?
Yeah, on my so when I was young, it was CeeLo. Say cause a lot of people might say a lot of what I can remember is CeeLo, Max Minnelli, Young Bleed, and like that. Then you had Big Head, the Dome Doctor. He used to be doing his shit. I remember I liked him as an artist too. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of niggas coming out of our hood that I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say that was the first era of hip hop in Baton Rouge?
No. That was my era. What I remember. You feel me? Cause anything before me had to be late 80s. 90s and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was born in 88, so anything but, I ain't started becoming a music connoisseur until I was probably 9, 10, 11, and that was Cash Money No Limit days, you know what I'm saying? But I always was.
That's when you feel the passion, basically.
Yeah, I hear Lil Wayne, I hear Cash Money sounds, and that'll make me want to freestyle. But seeing Weezy on that motherfucking what that video was, the one where they had got pulled over and they had the Rover with the money in it. I bought a Hummer and it's sitting on 32s. That bitch there with Papa Roo on there. Okay. You remember that song? One time that song there and Wayne, come on, I be the one with the diamonds. And when I see how young he was, I'm like, damn, that was my first time.
How old were you at that time?
Man, I had to be probably around 10, 11. Okay. Wayne had to be I had to be 9 or 10. Yeah, about 9 or 10 or some shit like that. Wayne had to be probably 14, 15 at the time. Nussie. Yeah. Yeah, I knew Nussie. I ain't gonna lie. He used to come get them bags from me, you feel me? It's back when that purple was $6,500 a pound, $7,000 a pound. You feel me? He'll come get that from me and shit. And we were riding one day and I asked him man, I say you just be you can't man, you know why I done did a lot of shit. He say, but the reason why I fuck over is because judge me off what another tell them instead of getting to know me, because I don't fuck over everybody. You feel me? But some that shit just in them and them to try you feel me? So one time
he's older than you.
Yeah, way older than me. Shit, yeah.
Big dog shit there.
Yeah, he wasn't like my big dog. I was serving him weed. But one day the come get some weed, you feel me? It had to be $14,000, $15,000, you feel me? I'm counting shit. Boom, boom, boom. Cause at the end of the day, I ain't just taking that shit. I'm counting your shit cause I know what. So look, I'm counting the money, right? Boom, boom, boom. 1,000 of it fake. I see, so boom. I'm like, man, this think he slick, but he did. So he'll go get some shit for another nigga too. So he's saying that's another money. Oh, that's such and such money. Shit, that mother did. So I called him man, bro, 1,000 of this shit fake. You feel me? So boom, he man, I'm finna get ready to go do a show. Come pull up on me. I'm gonna cash you back out. So boom, I pull up on him. He give me the money, and he yeah, man, that mother did playing game with woo. But if I would've let that shit slide, he probably oh yeah, I'm gonna go to move on him. But it's sometimes you gotta let it go. Bitch, I ain't stupid seen they couldn't pull that shit on you, but it wasn't no beefy. We ain't robbed me or nothing.
How you know it's fake? He just threw that bitch in the middle. You kind of
man, it was 14, 15 bands. You just I count money all day, so I could tell. You could feel that shit. You could feel it. You could tell. But it was some good ass counterfeit. But it just by you having so many of them bitches, I could tell the feel, cause I'm counting these bitches all. You know what I'm saying? I know them and it's just 1,000.
The counterfeit it looked real. The bitch had a blank.
It looked real, but it would have worked on the average that don't handle money every day. So I gotta look at it from my point of view. it was good enough to get off on another, but I'm looking for this because of I know who you is. So I'm paying attention more. You feel me? If it probably would have been another, they probably would have got me.
Say, buddy, about the third, fourth fucking story I heard. Listen, dude, just pull some.
Yeah, that bitch, that high, you know. But I ain't gonna lie. Used to buy a drink from him, used to buy weed from him, used to still do business with him because you had a, you know, gonna try you. If a don't might try and see if they get one over because I'm young, you might thinking like that might not say nothing. I'll call his ass right back. Where you at? He like, man, I'm about to get, man, I'm finna pull up.
Yeah, you gotta do the work.
I got that for you. I'm like, bet.
Tried that shit out.
But look, I knew like, I'm like, well, see, just in case he on some shit, I call my Nussie. And I'm like, Nussie, say, I'm finna go, come ride with me over here because I'm finna go, come meet me over there, whoop the whoop. But Nussie was taking too long. I went by myself. But by the time we had got everything together, Nussie was pulling up like, bitch, you good? I'm like, I'm good. It wasn't no shit like that, but I just wanted to let somebody else know like this was going on just in case. You feel me? But it wasn't no shit like, oh, I went and told the whole city. We like rectified that shit right then and there. I called them, whoop the whoop, and right back got my 1,000. Cause I wasn't tripping like, man, I'm finna give you all your money back. You trying to go with the move? Cause you said it was one of your that you went and got the money for, so you gotta pay that back. You feel me? And yeah, but I know it wasn't that he tried to blame it on. It could be, it could have been, it couldn't have been, but my that wasn't that, man. You feel me? But it's just like, you know that. You feel me?
We ain't talk about Boosie.
Yeah.
In your association relationship with Boosie, you got
Yeah, we got a whole project together, like me.
How you and Boosie meet?
I've been knowing Boosie since I like grew up. Like my dad is married to his auntie.
Okay.
So my dad had been in a relationship with his auntie since I was like 5, 6.
Southside.
Yeah, so I grew up around him, like you know what I'm saying. So she like that was just like normal, like. But I watched him come up, like, you feel me?
And who was Boo then? Like when you was younger, watching him in his prime, and you know.
That bitch used to play basketball.
Right.
He was a high school basketball star. You feel me? He had a lot of potential. You feel me? I feel like he would have went to the league. You feel me?
Did Boosie graduate high school?
I don't think he graduated. I don't think Boo graduated. I think because Boo, shit no, because I don't think he didn't graduate because around that time he was fighting that charge. He had went back and got his GED.
Okay. And I asked that because I was going to ask what happened to his basketball career because I was watching.
Jumped in the streets, start rapping and trapping and getting in the streets and shit. That shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if Boo daddy probably wouldn't have died or something. And his daddy probably wouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? That probably would have, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's who he looked up to. Like, there was somebody, that was a close person to him, you feel me? Like, I can only imagine, like, if something like that happened to my dad at that time, I probably been like, that moms can't do nothing with a, you feel me? So it's like, that shit, when you lose your pops, the streets become your father. If you from the streets, you feel me? The streets become your
father. How Boosie was when he lost his dad? Like,
I don't even remember.
But he was in high school though?
I don't know if he was in high school or middle school, but he was young.
Okay, but
I think he was in.
So he wasn't. He couldn't have been. Okay, so he would at least be 15, about at least or less.
Yeah, he had to be a young, but he was a young man. He wouldn't. I don't think he was no little bit. But when I don't know, cause I never saw his dad. I never was around him. I don't remember his daddy. His mama was a teacher and shit. So. His mama from the street, she from the hood. Your family grew up in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grounds, I was right there across the track. And your cousins, them out they mind out here. You know what I'm saying? Your cousin, one of your cousins, he 15, 16 on that river. You feel me? So you right there. You come up in this shit. You feel me?
You see on that river?
Yeah, Angola for a murder, trail. Donkey. He ended up getting out and shit. And he getting like the guard, and he on a good path. But shit, Donkey was that boy. He was one of the ones in the streets. Like young come up around, older hustling, mouth full of gold, 15, 16. Caught a body, went up the road, got life and everything.
Was his uncle?
Cousin. Yeah. So this shit was right there. So it's like that shit could be more enticing to a who ain't got, like we ain't got the support to make us want to really just see different shit.
Damn, I hate to get off track because I had something put to my mind, but all right. You remind me of Kevin Gates and a mix between Kevin Gates and Bug.
Yeah.
I said the volume, like I can see that shit.
Yeah, I get a lot of Kevin Gates comparisons. Like that shit crazy. Like I remember when he got out the last time. I had just got out too, but he got out like a couple months after me, if I ain't mistaken. And I was in Nouveau. I was in Nouveau.
That's a jail? Down
here, the clothing store. That's Canal, right? And it was late, so they had closed the store. But man, Gates had got out that night. They thinking I'm Gates, so you got people outside standing out there thinking that's me, thinking that's Gates. Then somebody called the store. Like, man, y'all got Gates up there, man. One of them must be like one of the customers that's cool, one of the store owners. He called like, man, y'all got Gates up there. He like, man, nah, that's Vicks up here, man. Nah, man, you know, he like, man, them niggas tripping, them thinking woo the woo. But then like once they really got to see like, oh, that's Vicks, they like, oh, what's that? They still was, you know, but they really got to pulling up thinking that Gates was out there. Like that shit crazy. But man, that dude, like at the time, you know, he had diamonds in his mouth. I ain't never had diamonds in my mouth. We ain't the same height or nothing. So that's.
And I was gonna ask you too. But at that time, would you say that Vicks and Gates was the same caliber of artist, or the same caliber?
Nah, I'ma say he had a bigger buzz, a bigger platform to me. It just, I guess it's just the way. I don't know what it really. I never really asked nobody like, what made you think I was him? You feel me? I don't know. I don't know if it's we don't act the same or nothing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Just on the dealer, Luca Bryce is selling kilos. Got a shop out of town and got a spot just around the way.
So you guys have association, you and Kevin Gates?
Yeah, I know him. Like we from the same hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Gates used to be, when he was with Dead Game, you know, when Gates, you know, like he a real trap nigga, really was hustling and shit. Like nigga used to go fuck with him and pull up on him at his spot and everything. Like when he used to bang, like really used to play that trap, grinding all day, hustling and writing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I salute him for that. Like, he really one of them niggas too that stood in the trenches, stood up in the trenches. So, you know, it's like certain artists is like you meet them niggas before they come up on they journey, and you know, like, man, when he say this or he say that, bro, I respect that because I know where he come from. Like, so whether you don't fuck with him as a person, you respect what he did as a, you know what I'm saying? You respect the fact, you might not fuck with him as an artist, but as a person, you know, like, man, nigga, he made it. Like, he stayed loyal to what he had going on.
Yeah, respect that. Yeah. I saw that you did some time, and is that how you met BTY Youngin? Actually,
no, I met BTY Youngin through my partner Feet. When I was doing time, him and Feet was with him or whatever, like, you know, motivating him, giving him that knowledge and giving him that support. He like, no matter how up you is as a person, if that develop some type of love for you, yeah, he gonna always have your best interest.
Feet from Baton Rouge?
No, he from New Orleans.
Okay, for real?
Feet from New Orleans, but he just be back and forth. So he, you know, the same status he got out here, he got out there. So they with him. You feel me? The streets with him from here to there.
Could you say Baton Rouge Feet and Feet Banks is kind of like the same as far as their roles in the music industry?
I don't really know what Feet Banks did for other artists outside of like when he was running with Weeds and them like that.
We get a lot of do on the strength of me, get a lot more on the strength of Feet.
He had his hands on Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, yeah, he managed Kevin Gates, but what I'm saying is he didn't jumpstart Gates' career. Gates was gonna be who he was no matter who he signed to.
Cause I'm a grinder. I get money for real.
And that's not to take from Feet Banks, you feel me? Because the dude got connections, he can open doors, and he is a bridge, a gateway to getting you to that next level. Feet Banks had already had experience with the music business from Squad Up, Lil Wayne, Whoop the Whoop.
Who's some of the artists that Feet deal with?
You talking about my Feet?
Yeah.
TC and Maine, BTY. There's a lot of rappers I'm not gonna say their name because at the end of the day, I don't want to feel like I'm trying to get no rep or no hype off them, you feel me? But they know who they is.
Was there ever a point or anything happened that you could say, at what age did you jump off the porch?
See me, my definition of really jumping off the porch is, cause like a lot of say, man, I've been off the porch since I was like 9, 10, 11. Mm-hmm. Man, that's like, if you wasn't trapping, you know what I'm saying, or you wasn't busting your gun, and you ain't off the porch yet until you start getting into some shit that you know, be inside, don't get into. You feel me? As far as like when kicking in doors and breaking in houses at no motherfucking 9 years old. You feel me? You know, it like probably start jumping off the porch really at like 12, 13, 14, 15 and shit like that, depending on who you hung with. But I'm gonna say, man, I jumped off the porch like 15.